especially in 2001, we were the main source of immediate information. It wasn't like now. You just pick up the phone and it's there. We were pretty much it.
It is a scene out of Dante's Hell. Horrific. Billowing dust and smoke as the tower just kind of pancaked, slowly just crumbled, and you heard this sort of roar, but muffled. That's how I remember it, sort of being muffled. And I remember as we were running away, I yelled at John, "You rolling?" Okay. And I do remember looking at my watch and saying, "No World Trade Tower is standing. Time, 10:30, Lower Manhattan." It was sort of a way for me to keep from losing control, and for me to sort of seek refuge at that second, at that time of that catastrophe, in my work, so that I could do it without falling apart.
People are running, it's chaos, we're all covered in dust. And I look off to the side and I say, "Is that Mayor Giuliani?" And I say, "Let's go." And I just do what comes to mind, but just stick a microphone in his face and start asking questions. You know basically what happens to airplanes?
Come with us. Come with us.
We did on that day what we always do when there's a big story. We sent everybody at it.
Jim Hoffer, Joe Torre,
Stacey Sager, Mina Pineda,
Jeff Ross,
Lauren Glassberg, ABC 7, Eyewitness News.
They were so close. I mean, that was our job. We had to get to the scene.
The second and last tower of the World Trade Tower has just collapsed.
But as we tried to reach our reporters to get status reports and to move them around, we lost total communication.
You can hear us now, Michelle.
Michelle? And then when the buildings came down,
We better get out of the way. Keep going, let's go.
knowing that I had sent these reporters to that location and we couldn't reach anybody, my first thought was, oh my God, I just sent all these people to their deaths.
Family members were calling to see how the husbands, wives were doing, and if you didn't see them on TV, you didn't know if they were alive or dead.
And you don't know where they are. I remember Joe's wife, Fran, was asking, where is he? Because we hadn't heard from Joe. Nina, Lauren, Anthony Johnson, NJ, Glenn Mayrose, Angelo Martin. They were all down there. Now, these are reporters, photographers. So we knew that they had to be among those people that were running. And you're just praying that they got out of the way.
Oh my God, there we go.
Where are they? How did Marty and NJ get out? What happened? Are they dead? I couldn't imagine escaping it because it was a 100-story plus building coming down, all the debris that's associated with that, and them escaping that. I immediately thought thousands of people on the ground are dead. I don't know where my colleagues are, but I really did think they were all dead.
When my mom called me and told me to get down there, she didn't hear from me again. She saw that first building go down, and I think my whole family thought I was dead.
Damn, I can't get through. No, they can't be busy. Hi, this is Joe Torres. Put me on a phoner now. All right.
Joe Torres, who's on the phone with us. Joe?
I'm on a payphone at the corner of Barkley and, bear with me, I can't see too much, West Broadway. I can't begin to tell you the difficulty, the painfulness it is to watch this.
Joe Torres is on the air, and he's close to the buildings. Nothing's fallen yet. And he's talking. And he goes, hey, I see a police officer. I'm going to go talk to him. I'll come back, or I'll get back in touch with you guys. So we go to the next, and the next. And at some point, his wife gets through to the control room. And I pick up, Kat, it's Fran. Have you heard from Joe? I haven't heard from him.
That's fine. Watch it coming out of the fog. Roll out of the fog, Glenn.
I think I said, he's okay. I know he's okay. I remember saying all that, and not knowing if it was true.
we worried about Joe. His family worried about Joe. And I remember our managers had to talk to Joe's wife and said, we don't have her from him. And we're going to keep you posted.
So my wife, being the wife of a news reporter, knows that if they've gone to him live once, they're going to go back to him live. And now that hasn't happened, why not?
My photographer, Glenn Mayrose, and I are safe. We're okay back at St. Vincent's.
The video was seen all over the world, and it was also seen in Pittsburgh, where I'm from. So they had to get on the air and say, if Nina's family's watching, that she's alive.
They were pretty panicked as to our whereabouts. And I can imagine that would have been really tough for them to not know where we are. But the information started to trickle, literally a trickle, back to us that Joe's okay, Glenn's okay, Marty's okay, NJ's okay. And that was a relief.
For us, we were able to tell all but one family that they were okay.
I knew Don since high school. I brought his resume over. Don was the engineer in charge of the transmitter at the top of World Trade Center.
Don was up on that tower. We just put in a new receiver. And he called and said, I think we have a problem. Really calmly. He was such a hard worker, so smart.
And he was our guy up there by the tower, and he was doing his job.
I remember hearing the engineers talk about our engineer being on the top floor and that we had to get him out of there, but that he wouldn't go. They were trying to get him to leave, and he was so dedicated that he wouldn't go.
He was a great employee. He was at work before he was supposed to be. He was there before 9 o'clock.
When the second tower came down, everybody knew what had happened.
That just added to the incredible pain and agony that we all felt. One of 3,000, people whose lives were taken, and it really brought it close to home. It really, really did.
He was one of the smartest people I ever met. He was a good friend of mine.